Don't trust it.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Because I'm as powerful as balls, yo. As soon as you can start... Hello. It's only the women who are gassy. Every time. Without fail. Oh. I gone the wrong way. Yeah. Just stop being a nerd. See a little juke there? That's sweet. Oh, I got a new weapon, didn't I? I was curious whether it's going to be an upgrade. It's a freaking sword. Does 10 more damage, but attacks a lot faster. But doesn't absorb blood. I don't really have another good way of getting blood other than my attacks. I think I have to stick... Because of how I've built, I think I have to stick with the hacksaw. Yeah, I don't really think I've got a choice. Lucius, he's just some posh real estate tycoon dude. He's a member of the club, but he's not a vampire.
It's locked, all right. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Why are you making me do this again? I've already done this once, I don't need to do it twice. No, we don't really know much about him. Well, other than apparently he's a soulless blackguard. I'm going to go ahead and assume that I need to go this way. How much blood do I get? Yeah, I get a lot of blood. I do.
You leeches, you
Hello? Okay, whatever.
best turn around if I were you. What you say? Over there!
Guessing this is the right way. And up. Alonzi. I feel like I'm going very far away. This can't be it anymore. Nah, it's too far. Maybe it's upstairs in here. Oh, be quiet. It's really necessary. Game is somewhat open world. I wouldn't say it's open world. I'd say it's slightly open world. Huh.
What's the status of your shorts today?
Not wearing shorts today, I'm afraid. I know, travesty. Is that a door over there? No. I wonder if I can get a hat. Can I go inside? I want a hat. I've seen a hat. Is it only from the pre-order? Because that's going to upset me. I actually don't want a hat though. It's very confusing. I want it just to own it, but I don't want to use it. You know what I mean? Well, hogs are shorts, I guess. Does that make you feel less betrayed? This couldn't be bothered with normal shorts.
More Braille.
Oh.
I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
But it took ages, that. I've had that quest for a really long time. Okay. I guess it isn't this way. This seemed the most logical choice to me, but hey ho. Yeah. South does look better, doesn't it? Maybe? Hmm. No, it's not up yet. Oops, Daisy. Every time. They're like blue and yellow, striped. This is definitely the right place, but I actually can't remember where I'm going in this area anymore, so...
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
What passage? I don't know where you're... Over here? Over here. Nope.
You're bleeding.
So you, buddy. Bloody vampires.
Stupid newborn.
This must be it. If in doubt, just wander around and hope for the best. Ugh. So many downvotes on that Tyrannosaurus Rex Spinosaurus video already. Ugh. Haters. Maybe the battle arena is a bad idea. We'll see.
It's locked.
Foolish echo.
Oh, hello. Oh! Oh, it's another one! Play ball, kid. God damn, this guy's got a lot of health. This dude has so much health. He can't seem to attack me through my animation though. Do no damage to him. He's not even melee resistant. Look at it. His health doesn't move. Stop that. Oh, and that. Yeah, guns are rubbish in this game. Oopsie daisy. Messed up a bit there. Yo, we had a deal. You weren't going to do this. This should kill him. Oh, come close. Loot. Just gonna vibrate all over me. That's fine. I'm down with that. Is this where I was before? Yeah, it is. Okay. Just a thing.
This is despicable.
Should be used to it by now, buddy boy. It must be that way, right? I don't see another path. There we go, this way. Instead of jumping up. Aha! More puzzles, sort of. Not really. Okay. Sure was complex. I think I just looked out a little bit, maybe. Hello? Oh, hello. Bloody hell, these guys are high level. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Trying to go for double hits. Get off. Oh, beautiful stuff. Woo! Woo! Alright, I'm out of stuff, unfortunately. One more. One more. Ooh, maybe not. Ooh, a little bit risky. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Yes, what did unlocking this door actually achieve? Am I missing something? I guess now the fact that I can come over here when the water's down is important? I mean, that must be it, right? That must be it. I don't know why, but that must be it. No, it unlocked, but it didn't unlock a useful door, is my problem. It unlocked this one, which got me around here, which leads me back there. That is my point. So I'm assuming the fact that I unlocked that one from this side and can get back to the water means there's now a way for me to get down here. You see? Basically, I'm very intelligent, and it's okay. Can I jump that? I can. Why does nobody send me any sex toys? Sad. This is... How long are you going to keep me locked out?
You Londoners are no match for me.
Alright then. No, can't say I do. Be nice to be offered, that's all. Tough old cookie, this guy. Resistance to blood and melee like they all bloody are. I want to recharge my stamina. There we go. Sometimes it's worth just taking the hit. Oh, not like this, it's not though. Can't see a bloody thing. Doo-da, doo-da. Alright, calm down. Stop distracting me, woman. Oh my god, I didn't kill him. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Will you be quiet? Bloody Nora, here we go.
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you? Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon. Because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Goodbye.
I could have just killed her right there. She seems okay. Every time I go back to chat, it's just a whole different thing. Alright, where did I come from? Over here? Yeah. I should be going up here. Am I finally free? I think I might be. There we go. Bloody no, that's a trick. Can I unlock the door from the quarantine zone? I assume so. Yeah. Of course I was like, are you kidding me? Hello? Do I want to rest? I don't think I do, right? Just in case the whole world goes to absolute hell while I do it. That's it, it always does.
It's locked.
It's clearly bloody not! Well, this is the mansion. Maybe. It seems promising. It seems to be underneath it. Hello?
It's locked, all right.
It's always bloody locked.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
I'm hardly baffled, Zeno.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then?
Oh, I can tell you many things. But they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Headache. Migraine.
What can you tell me?
Oh, I can...
Do the card
There we go.
read my fortune then?
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan.
Oh, he's a
For
vampire.
few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
Is he not a
Father
vampire?
Prewen,
Ah, of
who
course.
else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Now I have to read it, you fool. Of course I have to read it now.
For how long? Primate?
Oh my god.
15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
I wonder if I'd find anything in there that would make me want to kill him. It's worth a lot of XP.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Yeah.
Here,
The alchemist. A wise and cunning mind who lives by lying to all but himself. He sells false promises and is proud of it.
This isn't helpful.
can you read...
Put the money on the...
Oh, sweet. So he's going to give me hints about people. If I pay him, I'm going to have to get some money then.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I'm back, Connor. Is Charlotte here?
All right,
Eh?
let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo.
Taboo?
In spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Prewen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then. A strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars.
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Aloysius. Ah, maybe he's the pillar. Interesting, only has 2 hints. He is the pillar. I've got most of this town actually kind of cleaned up. Huh. Nobody's sick, really. They're all dead. I've got everything I need. I think I need to make a migraine cure, was it? Yeah. And a headache.
Goodbye.
I rarely wander. The Red River, Song in the Dark.
Well, I thought I came the right way, but clearly didn't. Huh. I'm very suspicious about this. There's 4 of them. Am I meant to hit it in a certain... That's clearly not it. Interesting. I just saw a little button pop up there as well, just ever so briefly. Okay. I don't know what to do with that information yet. Am I missing like a symbol somewhere that would tell me an order or something, perhaps? Just trying to find a way into the bloody mansion.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker.
Did I miss
Like my
anything?
brother,
Wasn't
I
here
think we
last
need to leave
stream
this
because
city
I was on
immediately.
shift.
And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
What happened last stream? I can't remember. I'm sure something happened.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
We killed the landlord.
May I ask why you've not gone
The same one, yeah.
already if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I'm not evil. I've killed like 3 people.
No, I'm not.
Good for you. It's a good thing to have a clear idea of where you stand concerning crucial questions. Don't you think?
I don't actually believe that. I just don't want to mess up a hint, basically.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to the city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye.
This is a weird group of people right here.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
We didn't meet, you weirdo.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
It's like they're twins with one mindset.
Can
but
you tell me anything
sort
about
of
this
not.
district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
No, I don't. I don't recognize it anymore. Or perhaps I just don't like it anymore, now that I've seen its true face.
I don't recognize it either. Or at least what it's become. Hate, violence, social disparity. And I am not talking about the criminality these days.
I'm just lying to these people to make them like me.
And what do you
Just
do?
like real life.
For a living, then?
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
This is really weird.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees
Why
with
is your chair
presence.
so squeaky?
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
My chair's squeaky because I put it together badly is about the only explanation I have for that.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
I only got it like last year.
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He has always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr.
It's not bloody helpful, is it? How do I get inside this house? Who are you? So many new humans.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Oh, sweet. I've got an extra thing.
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I have a missing woman, possibly abducted a few nights ago. Louise Teasdale. It seems you already found my other missing person, Mr. Tadao Kimura.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
I found Louise
She's
as
a
well,
waitress.
didn't I?
Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Just bury your parmesan. Is that a metaphor? I already know where Louise is. It's just because a day hasn't passed, so she's still in the sewers where we rescued her earlier on. But once a day has passed, she will appear.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
Alright.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Who's Jeffrey McCullum? I need to check. Jeffrey McCullum. McCullum. I don't recognize the name. I recognize McCullum. Why do I recognize McCullum? Wasn't that one of the houses where they got infected?
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious
Oh,
cases.
McCullum. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
What about the situation in the East End?
He's their prison guard leader.
Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, you're still not helping me get inside though, are you?
I cannot enter.
Why? I don't know how to get in.